Hey, hi Rajesh, this is Sanjay.
Hello, Sanjay.
Yeah, so Shiva, just one thing, we have we have Sandhya also with us, or we are going further with Rajesh.
Only, only Rajesh, no other people, only one person.
Okay, got it. Hey, yeah, hi Rajesh, this is Sanjay. Currently, let me introduce you myself. I have total 6 years of working experience in Oracle SOA, OSB, and Core Java. So I have worked on end-to-end integration in SOA for say for example DB2 file, and then we have other integrations with Oracle EBS, Oracle Apps, JCAPS, and some other external web services. So throughout my journey, I have worked on like a lot of SOA adapters and OSB proxy and other stuff. So apart from this one, like I'm customizing my code, wherever SOA is not working, we are doing it through Core Java as well. So yeah, could you please introduce about yourself?
Yeah, sure. Hi. So my name is Rajesh, and I'm having around 6 years of experience in testing and a little bit like mostly on support and testing side. So just I'm planning to switch my technologies from SOA technologies. From that, testing means like I did till now like generic testing. So just I would like to learn the OSB 11G, especially because there is a project here. I mean, so that's what I want. I would like to learn and switch my project actually. So but I'm not. I know the little bit. Not in depth. Like I know the installation and everything. I did my installation in my laptop and everything. I'm good with the installation, so I wanted to learn to get hands-on experience morely most. I mean, basically, I'm looking like more hands-on experience, like all the samples, practice, and everything.
Okay, that sounds good. So just to be curious, any specific reason to moving in SOA or OSB?
Actually, that's why I said I have a project here. Here there is a OSB 11G project. Okay, if I learn that, I'll get a chance to go there. So that is the reason I'm learning.
Okay, got it. Yeah, sounds good. Okay, so yeah, let's proceed further. Shall we start? What was it? Shall we start?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Are you able to
So
see my screen?
yeah, so I mean, I have few questions about the syllabus and everything. So you can go ahead and complete. Like, I mean, before closing that, like we can. I have a couple of questions I'll ask you on that. Okay, so you can just do
Definitely.
that. Yeah.
Okay. So, if see, or you, if you have raised this question, let's discuss about this one before going further, so that at least I will also have a clear understanding on that. So, yeah, what is your expectation with the course and syllabus and other stuff?
Yeah. Actually, that is the my question as well. Actually, so what I'm expecting and my expectations are like basically I need to learn more. I'm expecting like samples. Okay, hands-on experience. Like
Mhm.
I mean, I'm want I can spend anything like I mean, then I don't have any restriction to spend the time to learn on that. Okay, so I'll go through the theoretical part. So mostly I'm
Mhm.
expecting from you to get hands-on experience.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so I don't want to see that existing programs and all because I can. I'm not looking like if you show existing programs and all, I will not get any hands-on experience. Okay,
Mhm.
so if you show existing and all, I mean I don't learn anything. So I'm just if it's I mean so that is what like my expectations.
Okay. Sounds good. Any use case you would like to cover?
Yeah,
No, I'm
first
asking
initially
like, do you? Mhm.
see initially I'm looking for all the examples and all. Okay, like all the functions and xquery, how to write xquery, how to utilize that xquery, and how to call that xquery, and so so that's all like basic from the scratch. Basics I'm expecting. So if you're going to use any use case and all, I'm ready to write any use cases and all.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, thank you for sharing this, Rajesh. So yeah, see you. See the my way of like giving the trainings. See what I do is on the first day. Today we have demo, right? So only the first day we will go to the PPTs, and that is the only day where PPT get a picture. Here I will give overview of OSP. Okay. So from today onwards, if you are if you are willing to continue, what we will do, our whole presentation or our whole training will be on Eclipse and JDeveloper only. Okay. I will not cover any theoretical part in any session, like what session we are going further. So in the Eclipse, I will show you one by one how to use each activity. I will allow you, will deploy to the server, will run it. So, and then first you are familiar with the activities, proxy, business services. We'll proceed further with small use cases. Once that will be done, we'll proceed further with a big use case like 2 or 3 end to end. For example, we will pick the data from database and then send it to file or similar kind of thing we will do in our cases. And at the end, if you have your personal use case, we can use them as well.
Okay, so I mean, like, so I'm looking for 11G. Okay, I'm not
Okay.
looking for any. Okay, you are okay, right? I mean, I'm not sure you got the details from the Sonaris team.
Yeah, I got it. So they already informed me. See, before going any session, I should know which version you are looking for. So when they ask me, my first query is which version you want to be trained, because
Mm-hmm.
11G is different, 12C is different. So yeah, that's
Okay.
not an issue. We will go with 11G. I think
Okay.
10 days back only I have covered one more 11G training.
Okay. So, and another question, like you are going to, I mean, we are going to practice it in Eclipse, right? Not in like
Yes.
in IE.
I in the sense?
IE in the sense means like SB console.
No. See, SB console, I will hardly tell you like only 1 or 2 things how to edit it over there, so that if you
Okay.
want, you can do it there.
Uh-huh.
Complete
Okay.
thing will be in Eclipse and JDeveloper. That's it.
Yeah. Super. Actually, that's what I'm expecting. Actually, thank you.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Let's proceed further. Shall we go, or like you would like to discuss something else before going further?
Yeah. I mean, that's so whatever I'm expecting. Actually, you only told me that. So before asking you, so everything is done. So we can proceed on that.
See, that's the right thing, right? Like if I will know your expectation in the beginning,
Hmm.
we can, like, I can take it over in the further sessions. But what you are looking for, that is my way of teaching itself.
Yeah.
So let's proceed further. Let me know if you have any questions or something. Just ask me in between. I will clarify you on that time itself.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I think okay. One more thing, as you said, like you know some basics about SOA. So, do you know the same thing in OSB as well,
Uh,
or like
uh,
we are just starting from beginning in OSB?
so
It's
yeah,
like
actually, yeah, SOA and all. I mean, like only few things in JDeveloper long time ago. I just tried actually Hello World. Okay,
okay,
so I know that like some what how to use. I mean, I know the functionality wise. Like I can see your screen like mediator. So the mediator, okay, the few terms and what is the use of mediator. Okay, the routing purpose and I know the few functionalities. Okay, not like in depth.
okay, I got it. Like it's a very basic. Like hardly heard the terms. That's it.
Exactly.
Okay. So I'm just considering you don't know anything. From that way, I'm moving further. If you know and somewhere I'm going another direction, please let me know. Okay.
Sure.
So let's just start. See, introduction of OSB will come. OSB stands for Oracle Service Bus. Okay. So in a layman language, if you will discuss, so this question will be for you. What a bus do in a layman language?
Sorry, come again, Sanjay.
See, if I will ask you, what is the work of a bus?
What is the
Bus.
okay? What is the bus you are saying?
Yeah. What is the work of bus or what functionality it performs? In a layman language, just like, have you ever used buses?
Buses means like general bus you are
Public,
saying, right?
public bus, private bus.
Yeah, picking from one place to another place, right? So
Exactly.
Yeah,
That is the whole agenda of OSP.
okay.
Okay, so what OSB will do, it will pick your data from one location that is called a source.
Hmm.
Okay, and it will send your data to target.
Hmm.
Okay, so that is destination. So it will pick from one location and send your data to other location. Now, after picking the data from source, maybe now your source will understand in a different language and your target will understand in a different language.
Hmm.
Okay. So what OSB will do, it will pick your data from source in which language it is understanding. Okay.
Hmm.
Then say like your target, first of all, it will change your data to the target language. That is called transformation. Okay. If your target needs some extra fields or if it needs data from some other source also, it will pick it from there, merge whole data and send it to your target. So it is called enrichment. Okay. So transforming your data from one type of data to other type of data, that is called transformation. Transformation we do through xquery, that's the one which you are saying, and another one is XSLT. Okay. So I will tell you in further session what is xquery, XSLT. So the work of OSB is to take your data from there, transform it, enrich it, and then route it to your target. Okay. So you got the very basic definition now.
Yeah, Sanjay, right.
Oh, yeah. So if anybody will ask you, just this is the work OSB does. Okay. OSB picks up your data from source, or OSB picks your data from source from source, transform it, enrich it, and route it to your target system. Okay. Now here SOA also does the same thing. Okay, so here the question comes, what is the difference between OSB and SOA, and so that OSB comes in picture and that it became that much popular. So the reason is the OSB is very lightweight compared to SOA. The reason is OSB is stateless. It doesn't contain any state of your transaction anywhere except reporting. There is activity in OSB that is named as report. For that one only it uses database to save your data. Apart from this one, it doesn't save any state of your transaction in their process. But comparatively SOA is stateful. So for every transaction it is going through SOA, it will create instances which we can see through EM console. And there we can see what was the initial, then which process it has invoked and where it goes. So we can see end-to-end flow over there. Okay. Another thing is OSB comes with some extra functionality which is not in SOA. For example, OSB is more dynamic. It has like dynamic routing. Based on the content of data, you can route it to any URL without configuring any extra adapter. Okay. Second thing, it allows you throttling, then result cache, service calling. What are these terms? We'll discuss further. Okay, so it has result cache, service calling. These features, see now in 12C, SOA allows result cache also through coherence adapter, but till 11G it doesn't have any direct way of doing the cache. So these are some extra features where people use OSB. Now,
What is a cache? Sorry to ask you. Might be it's not right time to ask you. Just ask.
You can. See, whenever I'm saying, if you have a question, ask there, so it will be easy to make me clear also. Yeah. So see, have you heard about browser cache?
Yeah, right.
Okay. So what that does do?
So the cache basically, when you are doing the same activity, repeated activity, it will store there. Okay, so it will be faster. Sometimes you the the user credentials, passwords, and everything. When you type the first time, you will get it stored. That means like second time, it will remember everything, and it will use it whenever you want. Okay, so that's how I know the cache.
True, true. That's the way OSB also works. So see, the terms of cache is, say if you are going to some website, say for example, you are hitting Gmail or any website, okay, from your browser. So what it does, very first time it will hit directly to your actual website, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Second time it will cache the data of the website in its browser history. So second time when you are opening this, instead of hitting directly to that URL, it will hit from browser cache. So the
Mm-hmm.
reason will be it will be more faster compared to directly hitting to the service.
Mm-hmm.
So similar way, what OSB does based on some primary key. Say for example, you have employee data, you are querying on employee data.
Mm-hmm.
So see, employee data hardly change every day, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what, say for example, in our scenario, we can cache our data based on employee ID. So
Mm-hmm.
first time when request will come for say ID number 1234, then OSP will go to database, fetch the data and save it. It's in like local history cache. Okay. Now the second time request will come, instead of going to database, it will directly take your data from cache and send it back to the caller. So in
Mm-hmm.
this way, we can save database hitting using result cache, and we will increase the performance of our service.
Okay. So 11G supports the cache or not in the
Yes,
OSB?
yes, it supports.
Okay.
Okay. So features of OSB in 11G and 12C are almost same. Only thing is they change this. Like in 11G, you are working in Eclipse, and 12C, you are working in JDeveloper.
Oh,
There are
okay.
some more differences, but since we are on 11G, I will tell you what is the exact difference between 11G and 12C. Anyway, that is our next topic only. So yeah, so you understand what is cache, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Now difference between OSB and mediator. See, you said you know about mediator, right? Can you can you tell me what mediator does?
So basically, the mediator, suppose like in the general terminology, like mediator means in between. Okay, so suppose if I want to, if I want to communicate with multiple people, so I mean it's not possible. I don't know some people. Okay, so in between I want some person to who will communicate with others, multiple people who is having multiple connectivity connections with other people. So that I will look for that. That means like somebody who can communicate or who can transfer data, or you can send the information to others. Okay,
Mhm.
so like one to many kind of, that's how I understood. Like, so if I give the data to him, so he will check the data, based on that he will filter it, and based on that he will pass the corresponding or respective teams or respective so like here we can say respective SOA components. That's why I know that, actually that's why I remember.
So, see, in a very simple language, I will tell you. See, what I told you about OSB is that will pick your data from one place and then move your data to another place. That is for routing, right? It
Yep.
will enrich and transform. OSB does this thing. So I will say mediator also does the same thing. What it will do, it will pick your data from one type of component. Okay, it will enrich it, like if you want to add or do some transformation, and then it will transform your data to the target system type and move and route your data to target. So it is also does the same thing what OSB is doing. So the question comes, what is the difference between OSB and mediators? So OSB came in picture. Okay, so the difference is the mediator is only able to route or transform your data inside a single SOA project. Okay, you got it right. Inside
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
SOA project, you can have multiple people, you can have workflows, you can have different, let's say, like your export services. So what it does is it will take your data from one component to another component. But if you will say if you want to route your data from one SOA project to another SOA project, that functionality mediator cannot do. Okay. that functionality is done with OSB. If you want to move your data from one system to another system, one project to another project, one service to another service, you can use OSB. Okay. Apart from this, OSB comes with some other functionality as well. For example, I told you it comes with result cache, it comes with service polling, throttling, etc., etc. So that is the major difference between OSB and mediator is, you can say mediator is intra project and OSB is inter project. Okay, it's similar. See, you understand intranet and internet?
Yeah.
Okay, so mediator work like intranet inside your office. OSB works as an internet.
Okay. So that means like mediator we have to use within the domain or within the project, right?
Not domain only within the project.
Not even domain. Okay.
No, in domain there can be multiple projects, right?
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So mediator you can use inside project only.
Mm-hmm.
OSB you can use across domains, across projects, across services.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Now see now difference between OSB 11G and OSB 12C. So OSB 11G, like as you know, from the development perspective, OSB 11G works on Eclipse and OSB 12C works on JDeveloper.
Mm-hmm.
In OSB 11G, we have pipeline and proxy services, both as a single entity named as proxy services. In 12C, we will have proxy service as a different component and pipeline as a different component.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Apart from this one, in OSB 11G SB console, all the service metrics are inside SB console only. But in 12C, it is moved to SOA EM console. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
From OSB 12C, you will have more support on exposing your services as a REST, calling REST services. You can directly integrate to cloud. Okay, you can directly, so anyways in 11G also we can integrate, but extra functionality is, it is more features for mobile integration, it has more features for cloud, it has more features of connecting with your Salesforce right now. These are like cloud adapters. So in 11G, first you need to develop your project in your adapters in JDeveloper and take the content from there to Eclipse, because Eclipse doesn't directly support configuration of adapters. In 12C, in a single place, you can configure the adapter, and there itself you can generate the business services, and based on that you can call it through proxy service. So like in 12C, you have everything at one place inside JDeveloper. In 11G, you will have Eclipse and JDeveloper, two different entities. Okay. So far, you are good, Rajesh?
Yeah, I'm good. So one question, like you will cover RESTful web services and everything, right? Because I heard whatever I'm looking the opportunity over there. They are using more OSB, the RESTful web services communication integration, and also.
Yeah, we'll cover that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Now, see features of OSB, like I was telling you while telling you the difference between OSB 11G and 12C, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there are throttling. What throttling does? See, every system has their own limitations, right? So say for example, you have a supercomputer as a source, which is sending you requests, like its processing will be very fast, right? And at the target side, you have a legacy system, its processing is slow. So your source system can send 5 requests in 1 minute, but your target system can only accept 1 request in 1 minute. So how do you achieve this? Okay. So what we will do is, when that is the case in between OSB and SOA, Okay, what we will do, we will use throttling. What throttling does is it will control the number of requests which we are sending to target system from source. Okay. So say for example, you have a supercomputer is sending like 5 requests. So in throttling, we can do legacy system is accepting only 1 request. So we have throttling queue, concurrent request. So there we can configure all those things based on your target system. So in that case, if any further data is coming while your target system is processing the data, that will be queued to throttling queue. And once your target system will finishing that request, it will again send another data. So in this way, we can make sure like your target system is able to process the request.
I'm not clear on that. Can you just explain any
In a
other
very
example?
simple language, you consider, okay, like I'm considering, for example, yours and mine. Okay. Say,
What
for
is that?
example, see, I'm saying let's take a very basic example. Say, for example, you can do 10 tasks in 1 minute, or say 5 tasks in 1 minute. Okay. Hello.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Rajesh. So consider this thing. You can do 5 tasks in 1 minute. What will happen if I will give you 7 tasks?
Yeah. So I mean, like in the 10 minutes, 1 minute, you're saying 1 minute, 5 tasks means like I can finish, but rest all I can't finish. Whatever rest of the work.
Yeah. See, for example, you can, as of now, just consider this way. You have 5 tasks. Your manager came and it will tell you, you have this, he know your capacity. You know, you can do 5 tasks. Okay. Instead of 1 minute, say 1 hour. So he know your capacity, like you can do 5 tasks in 1 minute. Okay, 1 hour. Okay. Now, if he will give you, he will come again and say, "Hey Rajesh, I need to complete this 2 more tasks in 1 hour." So now you have seven tasks in 1 hour. You know your capacity, like it's 5 tasks I can do. Okay. So what will happen about those 2 tasks?
Yeah. I mean, it might not spend. I mean, we don't maintain sometimes quality of work. We may miss something, right?
So now instead of say like he is coming to, you already have 7. Now he again came in between after 15 minutes saying, "Hey Rajesh, I have 3 more tasks. You need to complete this in 1 hour." Now you have 10 tasks, but your capacity is 5 tasks. What
We
will happen?
can't. It will hang. I mean, we can't do anything. Like,
Okay, but as per his expectation, you need to complete this. So that means you can do only 5, say hardly 6. So
okay.
4 tasks you're already losing, you're not able to do. So your
Mhm.
manager is losing those 4 tasks, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This is
So.
the, now say for example, now this thing is this, what was the use case you understood right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now consider in this way. See, he knows you can do 5 tasks at a time
Mm.
in 1 hour. Okay,
Mm.
this is your capacity. You
Mm.
cannot do more than that. So
Mm.
what he will do, he will ensure this. Okay, he will say, Rajesh, I am keeping this task in your queue. Once you will finish those 5 tasks, if you have the processing time or if you have the ability, you take task one by one from this queue.
Mm.
So how this sounds now?
Yeah. I mean, for that, like, there's no time to put like 1 hour and all, right? We'll take one by one, but we should not consider the timing there.
True. No, considering timing in the sense, then other requests are getting piled up, right? So the
Mm.
idea here is, as soon as you will complete your 5 tasks, there is a one queue which is waiting for you. So once you will finish 5, you will take another, like the first in, first out. You will
Mm.
take the first task, you will do the
Mm.
processing and complete. Then you will take another task, complete it, and send it. Okay.
Here we are. I mean, we are pushing the work based on our capacity. right?
True. That's what I told you in the beginning. Like every person or system has their own capacity.
Hmm.
So they can do up to that. Now, okay, you understand this thing now?
Yeah, yeah, right.
Now consider your manager as a source system,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And consider you as a target system.
Hmm.
So now your manager is sending you 5 tasks at a time you are doing concurrently. After this 5 tasks, whatever will come, that will be handled by OSB in throttling, and it will put those tasks in throttling queue. That queue will wait for you to complete your current 5 tasks which is running. Once you will complete this, it will again start it sending you one by one.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the whole idea of throttling.
Okay, so I mean, like, what is the which function it will use to help throttling?
It's a configuration on business service which will help this.
Mm-hmm. I mean, any
Okay.
chance to tell the name? What is the business? What is the function? I
Yeah,
mean,
name is throttling only.
oh, throttling. Okay, okay.
Yeah, in the business service operation settings, you have a feature name is throttling. By
Mm-hmm.
default, it is disabled. If you
Mm-hmm.
need to enable, you need to go there, enable it, and just like configure like how many requests your target system can achieve in
Oh,
a
okay.
concurrent request. What is the throttling queue? How many requests should go there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and what is the expiry time of the message?
Okay, so it will
That
be
you need.
in business service, is it?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay. Service cache, it is like result cache, as I explained you about that employee example. So we'll cache the data based on employee ID. Next time, instead of hitting the database, it will directly pick from cache. Okay. Service polling is say for so it will give you more real-time robustness for your OSB. What say for example, you are calling a business service, a third-party service from your OSB. Okay. Now they have like say for example they will give you their production URL, and they will give you. They are the DR URL, disaster recovery URL. They are saying you always send your request to uh, our production, but any point of time if the production is down, you send your request to DR URL. Okay. So in OSB we have a feature like in the business service we can configure multiple URLs, and we can give this loading algorithm also, routing algorithm. So if it's like round robin, it will simultaneously send to both. But if it's like one by one, so what it will do, it will always send your data to first the first URL which you have configured. If any point of time that is down, it will send to the second one. Okay. So in this way, we can configure multiple endpoint URLs, and if any URL is getting down, we can move our data to the second
Okay.
URL. Okay. And dynamic routing. As I told you, what dynamic routing does is, dynamic routing is at that runtime you are deciding where you want to send your data. Okay, so instead of design time, say like you have 3 services. Okay, for example, you are sending your data based on country code. So when country code is coming US, you want to send data to one URL. When country code is coming India, you need to send it to some other service. If country code is coming, say England, you need to send it to some other URL. Okay, and you have a requirement in future, there may be possibility then instead of 3 you will have 5. So what you will do is you can keep your data somewhere DVM or okay, the 11G does not support DVM, so you can keep in database. Based on data, you can fetch the URL, and dynamically at runtime you can send it to that particular URL based on the country code. Got it?
Yeah.
Rajesh,
So I
are you
mean,
good?
yeah. So yeah, dynamic routing. You said like routing means URL. So I mean, only URL or any destination, like is that like JMS or MQ or FTP or anything? irrespective of that, right? Or something is a limitation only URL?
See, its limitation will be, see, like wherever you are using URL, for example, HTTP, JMS, that thing you can do. But for file, you don't have any URL, you will have a business service. Yeah, that also you can do. For file also you can do.
Okay, okay.
So you can dynamically route to any proxy or business service. Okay.
Yeah.
So next comes in OSB artifact service account. Basically, service accounts is used. Say, for example, you will have some service you want to call, which is username password protected. Okay, and you want to send that basic authentication to that service. You can use service account where you can configure your username and password. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Where you can configure username and password while calling that service, it will always be automatically pass that username and password to service so that it will be authenticated over there. Alert destination is like see in OSB there is a direct activity alert to send an email notification. Okay, say for example you want to send a notification to someone, you can directly use alert activity. So in alert activity, you need to choose alert destination. Now, what is alert destination? This is the configuration component in OSB where you can configure where you want to send an alert. You need to send to as an email, you want to send as a JMS, or you want to log it somewhere. Okay.
Okay.
So we can configure alert destination and then we can call it through alert activity. So say for example, any fault is occurring or any point of time you want to send an email, you can directly use an alert activity instead of creating your own services. You can directly use alert activity, and from there you can send you can choose alert destination, what data you want to send, and what will be the subject of your email. So you can do the configuration and it immediately triggers an email to the concerned audience based on your alert destination. Okay. MFL stands for message format language. Okay. So say we have sometimes we are working with files, right? So we can come with comma separated files. We can have tab separated files, pipeline separated files, or any other format. Okay, and after picking the data, we want to manipulate the data. So if you want to do any manipulation in OSB, that must be in an XML format. Okay, so what MFL provide you, that will give you a functionality to transform your data from non-XML to XML or vice versa. Okay. So say for example, you are picking data from database and while writing to a file, you want to change it to a non-XML. So you can use MFL, change it to non-XML and write as a file. And similarly, you can do while reading the file, you can read non-XML file, okay, convert it to XML and do the manipulation and send it somewhere. So far we are good?
Yeah.
Then you already heard about these things, right? So basically, OSB provides three types of components to for its configuration. So if you want to connect to any target system, you need to use business service. Okay. If you want to do any business logic, okay, as say for example, I will read data, then I will take data from 2 or 3 sources, then I will merge them, then I will do some enrichment and send it to target. All the system will be done in proxy services. Okay.
Sorry, Sanjay.
Business service, you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, proxy service stands for, like say for example, you want to write your business logic. Okay. Like you will pick the data from source and you will do some, you will transform it to target. So any enrichment, transformation, routing, any logic you want to perform, that will be done in proxy service. And that is the one you will expose to client.
Mhm.
Split join basically comes for, see, as the name suggests, it splits and then joins. So what will happen? It will allow you a parallel functionality. How? For example, you have a payload of 10 messages. Okay. So, or you consider in this way, you have a like payload of 3 messages. Each message belongs to a particular country.
Mm.
Okay. For each country, you will have 3 web services. So in OS in split join, what you can do, you split your messages in 3 messages, send it individually to all 3 services that will run parallelly. At the end, once all the 3 services are completed, you will get the reply. Okay. After that processing, you join that reply and send it back to the caller. So split join provide you functionality to split the message, run it parallelly, and join it back, send it back. Okay. So
Okay.
basically, it is used for parallel functionality. If you want to perform anything or execute something parallelly, go for split join. So far, we are good.
Yeah. So the parallelly means like, I mean, the split join, just whatever request comes, it will chop it and it's sent to respective partners based on the current, whatever, based on the condition, is it? That's called
True.
split join, or?
Yeah, true. So it splits your messages. Okay. If you want to run it parallelly, run it. If you want to run it sequentially, run it. At the end, you combine your all responses of all the services and send it back to the caller.
Okay. Okay.
So split the message and join it the response, send it back. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, this one is yeah. So far you are good with proxy business and split join.
Mm.
Okay. So in the split join that comes with multiple activities, it has pipelines, routing, and other stuff. So it starts with the start node. Then, if you want to use a pipeline pair, there are 2 types of pipeline. Okay, one is for request, one is for response. So request pipeline will show you how your data is processing. So this will show you sequentially. Like first you will assign, then call a service, then do some transformation, and then publish to someone, some other service. Okay. In the response pipeline, we will do whatever stuff we want to do with responses.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Sanjay, your voice is a bit low. Like, can you make it loud?
Yeah. Sure. How is it now?
Yeah. Can you talk?
Yeah. Is that fine now?
Yeah. Yeah. Now it's fine.
Okay. Okay. Let me see if we can. How is it now?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, and in OSB, if you see, stage is the container which like see in OSB we have multiple activities. What are the activities I will explain you. But to cache that activity in OSB, you need a container that is named as stage.
Yeah. Again, voice is very bit low actually.
Okay, how is it now? How
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
it now?
Yeah. It's okay. Actually, I mean, tomorrow onwards I'll use headphones. Okay.
Okay, okay. So yeah, stage you can consider the stage is the smallest container which contains your activities. Okay. Activities in the sense it will take your assign, replace or other activities in a single stage. Okay.
Mm.
Then we have error handler. What error handler does is an error handler see for any point of time if you have exception in OSB, you can use error handlers that can be used at stage level, pipeline level, or service level. Okay. So inside the stage, we can do say for example, you want to log your data or you want to send an email, you can directly use it. At any point of time, you can resume it as well. So that is basically provided for error handling part. Okay. Branch node will be, say in OSB, you want to keep one branch to be executed at one point of time, and you will go and put your logic in single branch. Say for example, the country code is coming US, you will go for US branch. If country code is coming India, you will go for India branch. So based on the type of country code, you can define the branches. Okay. Hello. Hello, Rajesh.
Yeah,
Can
yeah.
you hear me?
Yeah, Sanjay. Yeah, Sanjay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So operational branch comes in picture. So whenever you see you are familiar with WSDL, WSDL.
Not much actually.
Mhm. So basically, WSDLs are to define your SOAP services, and it has multiple operations. Okay. So what will happen? Say like based on operation, say like you have a calculator, you will have add, multiply, and other operations. What you can do is for addition, multiplication, you will have a individual branch for each operation in the WSDL. So that can be used only with WSDLs only, operational branching. Okay. Conditional branch comes under branch node. As I told you, based on each condition, you can use conditional branching. Then we have route node. Route node is basically what it does is, say for example, you want to route your data to any service, you are going to use the route node. So apart from route node, we have uh, publish activity also, and we have a service call out also. Service call out is for synchronous call, where you will have request and response. Publish is for one way, and route is can be used for publish as well, uh, both synchronous also. Okay.
No, no. Sorry. Come again. Like the route node is contains like service call out.
See, there are three types of things through which you can move your data to target system. Okay, the one is route node routing. That will be, it can be one way also, it can be two way also. So, but this must be last node of your service. Okay, after this one, you cannot perform any action. So, apart from this one, you will have service call out, and you will have publish also. So, publish can be used only for one way. And route node can, service call out must be used for synchronous call only, which will have request and response. Okay. Rajesh, can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, 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 Sanjay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, actually, the sometimes I'm getting very low, so that's what the problem.
Okay. Okay, so similarly, see, OSB supports multiple protocols also. You can use HTTP, JMS, FTP, JCS, FTP to connect. These are OSB inbuilt protocol to connect to different types of systems. So you want to
Suddenly, your voice is high. Sometimes your voice is low. Actually.
I don't know. Okay, anyways, we are about to finish this session. Let me know if you are still facing the issue. Okay. So we have different protocols like HTTP, JMS, FTP, GCA, which OSB directly supports their proxy and business services to connect to target systems. Okay. So this will this file protocol is used to connect to the file system. JCA for database, FTP for FTP system, JMS for JMS, HTTP for HTTP.
What is for JCA?
JCA, like whenever you create some adapters, right? Java connector architecture, whenever you will create an adapter through JDeveloper, it generates a JCA file.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so based on that, say like you're connecting to the database, it will create a JCA file. Based on that JCA file, you will create a business service, but inside that one, protocol will be JCA.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so whenever you create any adapter, this protocol will be used.
Any adapter means, like example, like we have like
Yeah.
JMS adapter.
Then also it will create a JCA file.
Oh, okay. So then why? Okay, so every adapter will be having one .jca file.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Then we have multiple activities in OSB. Say, for example, we will have assign, replace, and then we can have the service call out, publish, for each, if else condition. These are the basic activities which will allow you to do your message flow. Okay. Then error handling, I already told you, we can use error handler of OSB to make the error handling part. From context variables are like these are inbuilt variable of OSB. Say for example, you have body variable, header, inbound, outbound, fault variable. So you cannot define them again. They already have an inbuilt structure which you can leverage them in your process flow. Okay. Transformation can be achieved by two ways. One is XQuery and one is XSLT. So when you are working with OSB, it is suggested to use XQuery. When you are working with SOA, it is suggested to use XSLT. Both do the transformation, but we cannot say there is a major difference between both. It depends. So OSB will have a robust functionality to support XQuery, and SOA have a robust functionality to support XSLT. Okay. So WebLogic. Hello, Rajesh, are you there?
Yeah. So sorry. SOA means what you're referring to here. Like SOA is also OSB is also SOA, right? Like SOA means you're referring to BPL, right? BPL.
Yes, people. Yes.
Okay.
SOA is yeah, people you can consider.
I mean OSB also SOA, right?
See, SOA is an architecture. Okay. So what it does is, yeah, OSB is also based on SOA, but now generally when we say Oracle SOA, we refer people.
Oh, okay. So by default, I mean, is that you are referring to or generic everybody like?
Yeah, it's generally if somebody will tell you you are working in Oracle SOA, that will come to people or this business workflow mediator thing.
Okay, because I heard the same, but I just wanted to clarify. Many people use say, I mean, they're internally they are using BPL and language and all. They use like Oracle SOA, and
Oracle
but.
SOA by default it's people.
Okay.
Okay. Then we will have WebLogic server artifacts. For example, we will have so WebLogic artifacts means we can have data sources, how to create GMS. We need to create keyword topics, connection factors. All this stuff will be done through console. Okay, so that configuration will be done through WebLogic console. How to do, we'll see later. Deployment and monitoring, like what are the different ways to deploy our services through Eclipse, through SB console, how we can deploy, how we create how we can create a file, like jar file. So in that case, and how to monitor your data, like how it is, like how many requests comes in and going. If there is an alert, we can see through SB console.
Okay.
And then we have hands-on also on this.
Okay.
So we are done with this. Any question and answers you have?
Nothing but so like you'll show me like Visital and all the activities, how to use the activities, how to try activities, and XQuery and everything, right? Like in the regular demos and regular session in the Eclipse. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any questions actually. I mean, whatever you explained everything, I'm good with that actually.
Okay. Okay. Thanks, Rajesh. Thanks for joining the session.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much,
Yeah.
Sanjay.
Thank you. Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
Good night.
Bye.